Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all doing today? I welcome you all to SM Public Academy Campus 5 online lectures. So I hope you all are staying home and taking care of all the necessary precautions in fighting the COVID-19 virus. Okay? So I welcome you all to another English language class. So are you all ready to explore another topic with me today? So let's see which topic we will be covering today. Today we will be doing application writing. Now you must have written many applications before, but let me remind you that application and letter, these are two of the things that whenever you write them, you have to follow a particular format, okay? You should know where you have to write what. You just can't write down all or brainstorm all of your ideas on the paper. You have to follow a certain pattern, you have to follow a certain format, and then only you can write a very good application. Okay, so do you all remember the format of an application? I hope you do. And make sure that whenever you are writing an application, you memorize the format so that you don't make mistakes. Okay. Now, there are certain things that I want to tell you about an application writing. But first, let's see what is our today's topic for application. So, the topic we have today is write an application to the principal asking for 2 days leave. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to write an application in which you will be asking for a leave. Okay, now when you are asking for a leave, you have to give a very particular and a very sensible reason asking for a leave. You just can't put in anything there and say, I want a leave for this reason. Okay, it can be due to sickness, it can be because you have to go somewhere real important with your parents. It can be anything, but you have to ask for a leave for 2 days from your principal. Okay, so there are certain points that you need to remember when you are writing an application. The first thing is that the address of the principal, when you write to the principal, then you give the school name and the city. Okay, so make sure you put it correctly. Then you should know the reason for your leave. If you are writing an application and you are asking for a leave, first of all, when see, I've told you when you were doing the essay writing also that always have a very clear picture of why you are writing a certain document so that your thoughts flow in a very correct direction. Because if you don't know what you are writing, if you don't understand the topic, if you don't have it in your mind or in your brain what you have to write, then when you start writing, your thoughts go astray. They just move here and there, and they don't make sense when you finish. Okay, so when you have to write an application, first think of a reason, that what reason will I give for this application. Okay, then the third thing is the leave period. Make sure you give a correct number of days. Okay, you can write the correct dates, you put the correct time. I mean, if you are saying I want it from 10 to 12, then if, because it's 2 days application, so you can't write I want it from 10 to 14 because I'm asking you to write an application for 2 days. Okay, so with the correct date, with the correct month, correct year. Okay, then you give a thank you note, and then you put yours sincerely, faithfully, obediently, or whatever with your name, class, and section, and in the end you put the date. Now, for every document that you write, a date is very necessary because it actually tells when the document was written. Okay, so make sure you write the date correctly and you don't forget to write the date, because most of the time it happens that in the end we forget to mention the date. And see, when you are doing a formatted writing, then your marks are cut for each and every mistake you make, whether it's a comma, whether it's a full stop, or whether it is writing in paragraphs, or whether it is your name, class, section, anything. Okay, so memorize the format very well so that you don't make a mistake when you're writing an application, because I repeat, your marks will be deducted for each and every small mistake that you make here. Okay, because we want you to learn this pattern. Okay, so let's begin with our first topic today. Now this is the way we begin: to comma the principal, comma ABC school. Now you can put your school name here, no problem. Comma Karachi. Now after Karachi, I put a full stop because my address ends here. Okay. Then I'll leave a line and say respected madam, comma. Then most respectfully, I beg to state that I have been suffering from fever since last night. Now, this is a very small and a very common, genuine reason that I have written here, but it is not must for you people to give the same reason. You can write any reason of your choice in here, and you can give any reason that you think you need a leave for. Please make sure that don't you just copy paste whatever I am telling you. I am only here to give you a idea. I give you an idea, give you a picture of what you have to do. You have to do it on your own. So give your own thoughts, give your own ideas there. Okay, I'll be very happy to see your own reasoning. Okay. So the next paragraph will be, you are therefore requested to grant me the 2 days leave that is from dash to dash. Now, this is exactly the same line you will mention, but the dates will differ. You can mention any dates that you want from this date to this date. It can be any month, any date. It's up to you. Okay. This is why I put a blank here so that you can put it as per your choice. In the end, you will write thanking you in anticipation. Now, this line is very important because whenever we are addressing an authority or whenever we are addressing to somebody older than us or somebody who actually runs an institution, then we always give a thank you note to make the application give a good impression of yours. Okay. So, and again, another thing that you have to do here is that you have to break your text into paragraphs because it is convenient for the reader to understand and to read your application, your letter, your essay, or whatever you are writing if it is in the form of paragraphs because it gets easier. And as I told you, make short, precise sentences and sensible sentences. Don't write extra unnecessary stuff because in an application you have to be very precise, you have to be very much to the point. You just don't have to give extra details, extra unnecessary reasonings over there because the person who's reading your application is not interested or does not want to go through what is happening around you or your whole, big stories over there. The person who is reading it only wants to know why, want, what, and when do you want it. Okay. So just give your reason, give the time, and give accurate details. Okay. Don't, I repeat, don't make it lengthy notes because in an application we are not writing lengthy stories or essays or stuff. Okay, to get, they should be to the point, very direct, very precise, and very much just related to what is it for, so that the person just sees it, looks at the exact detail. Because if you're writing a longer story, then maybe your important point gets messed up. So be precise in your writing. Okay, be very much to the point. Then you will leave a line, and in the, okay, now this thing comes on the extreme right hand side top, and this thing comes on the left side of the on the top, and this thing comes on the extreme right side in the end. Okay, make sure this is on the left and this is on the right. Yours obediently, XYZ. Now this can be your name, and then you give your class 5 and whichever your section is A, B, and G. And in the next line, you write the date. Now, as I told you, the date should be correct. Okay. If you're putting here September, then you can't mention here November because definitely the application will be given beforehand. Okay. You can't give an application after the thing, or 2 or 3 months after, your leave. So give the dates here and give your pre-date here. Okay, the date before here. Okay, so have you all understood the format for writing an application? I hope it is very clear how you will be writing an application for asking the principal to grant you a 2 days leave. Okay, so we'll be moving on to another application. You'll be writing actually two applications. For the first one, I've given you the format. Now this is the second one. The topic for the second application is write an application to the principal asking for fee concession. A concession is a discount. So now when I ask you to ask for a fee concession, I don't actually mean that all of you or some of you need a fee concession. Please make sure that the topic that is given to you is only to make you understand how to write. It is not always applicable that if I'm asking you need a fee concession, so you ask me, Miss, I don't need a fee concession. Why should I write an application for this? Please, please make it clear in your mind that whenever you're writing or you are given a topic, it is just to make you practice. Okay, it is just for the practice. It does not mean in any way that you actually are having a financial problem or you are having some crisis or xyz any reason and I'm asking you to write an application. No, my goal, my objective here is to only make you understand the format and make you practice so that anytime in your life you have to write an application, you don't face difficulty, you know your format, you know, have an stream in your mind of ideas, you can quickly write it on any topic. Okay, these are just practice topics. Okay, so let me give you a format. Again, this will be the same two comma, the principal comma, ABC School, Karachi. Then we'll move respected madam. Now from here, the format will change a little bit because the topic is different. Okay, it will be most respectfully. I beg to state that I am, now you will give your name here, student of class and section. You will put your class and section here. Okay, here in the name and in the class and section write your name and your class and section. Okay, studying in your school. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak and economic crisis, my father has not received his salary for the last 3 months. Now, this is my reason. I have just given you a reason from my idea, from my thoughts that okay, my reason for asking a fee discount or a fee concession is that my father has not received his salary for the last 3 months. So definitely I am facing economic problems. But your reason can be anything different. Like for instance, I have seen students writing, because it's just a piece of writing. They at times write that I am suffering, my father is suffering from a chronic disease, so I cannot afford the school fees along with the hospital bills. Or, God forbid, my somebody in my family has passed away, and therefore I cannot pay the fees right now. So you can have your own ideas, okay? Write anything you want, but be particular. Do not give me a story. Just as I have explained in one line that what is my reason, similarly explain it in a simple 1 to 2 lines that why you want a fee discount. Okay. Okay, next paragraph. On the basis of the stated reason, I want to request for a fee concession. If you will grant my request, I would be able to continue my studies. So, I am telling the principal here that please, this is my reason, this is why I need a concession, and if you will help me out in this situation of mine, I'll be able to continue my studies. Okay, this is my actually making the person feel it in that way. Okay, if I help this person will be able to continue with the studies. Sometimes you have to make the other person realize that your reason is very genuine. Now here you can also write, if you don't want to write that I'll be able to continue my studies, you can write that I'm a very good student of your school. I've always stood first all throughout the years. So yeah, looking at my academic record, please grant my request and grant me a fee concession. That can be another reason to it. Okay, so in the end, again, we write a thank you note. So thank you for your time and consideration. Yours obediently, XYZ, class 5, A, B, or G, whatever your section is, day, month, and year. So I hope this format is also very well understood. This format requires a little bit more of thinking. You have to think of a good reason and then you have to support your reason to make your principal actually accept your request. Okay, you have to give a very valid reason. Don't give lame reasons which do not make any sense. In the first application you have to find a good reason for a leave for 2 days, and in the second application you have to give a valid reason why you want a free discount. Okay, so I hope both the applications are very clear, the format is very clear with you people. If there are any questions, I repeat, you can feel free to ask me in the comment section of the Google Classroom after the lecture, and I'll be very happy to answer them. Please make sure that you are very clear with each and everything that I explain. Okay, so I have only given you the idea how to write an application, but when you start writing, only follow the format. Okay, this is what I've been telling you again and again. Do not copy paste the application, only follow the format where it is necessary, like the thank you note or the principal starting or yours obediently. You can follow that, but when you have to reason, please give your own reason, your own dates for leave. You have your own brilliant minds. You are intelligent children. You are smart people. So please use your own stream of thoughts. Okay. So I hope the topic is very well understood, and I hope to see wonderful work in your copies with no mistakes and with very good handwriting and very clean and clear work. Okay. So take care and stay home and follow all the necessary precautions to fight the COVID-19 virus. I'm waiting to see you all at school as soon as we reopen. Have a wonderful day. Allah Hafiz, and stay home and help your mama, papa, and be helpful to everybody. Allah Hafiz.